Good evening. Well, the beginning of the game was very influenced by the early rain and heavy rain, with many like situations where both teams were not really precise. We were, as usual, taking a little bit of risk in the build-up, and it was a fast beginning of the game that we like, same as 3 days ago. Quite equal in the beginning of the game, with both teams showing the way that they wanted to create danger and opportunities today in different ways. I said already after the match, the score is heavy, but it's also due to Arrows being brave and trying to play football, and we were accurate today early in the game. We managed to get a big advantage before the halftime. In the second half, obviously, they have nothing to lose. They have to try something to get an early goal, and when you leave those spaces and we are in a good mood to continue playing fast football, well, it can happen that in the end the score is heavy, but like I said, the first half was not that big difference between the two teams. Maybe in the second half, yes, but it's also influenced by the score. I think it was a good game, good entertainment. I think it's the continuity of the guys' performance on Wednesday against Swallows, but today with more lucky in front of the goal and well-deserved result.
We're now open for questions from the floor. As per norm, please tell photos, identify yourselves, as well as the media company you represent. Do you have any questions for the coach? Don't rush now, not everyone will.
They are done.
It's not here, it's fine.
Hi, Coach Mazula from SABC Sport. I wanted to ask about, is there such a thing as a confidence player? A guy like Tshegofatso, his track record shows that when the team is heavy, doing well, it comes off with him scoring regularly. He had Pirates coming back from a loan spell, amongst the top goal scorers now. Is he that kind of a player that needs to play regularly to produce? Because the past 2 seasons when he hasn't played, he hasn't been himself from when he first joined Orlando Pirates a few years ago.
But like every other player, I mean, confidence and continuity, it's key in order to perform. Sometimes we are not we're not really fair when we give one game in isolation for one player. Is not going to tell you the truth about the player. So the moment that you first of all, because play regularly means that the confidence is on you from everyone around, and the football form usually is coming with competition. If now we speak about a position like Tshegofatso position, which is almost like an specialist, when we speak about even though now the role of the striker and the goalkeeper is much more bigger than before. They have to contribute and do a lot of things. And like I said few weeks ago, Tshegofatso, like other players, like other strikers in the squad, is a player that helped the team to play better, first of all. And he has also capacity to score goals, like the rest of our strikers. So absolutely yes, to answer your question, but again, confidence, continuity, have the opportunity to repeat the start 11s or close to repeat the start 11s, like today that we could play 9 players coming from Swallows game, will always help to find a better chemistry, is the word, on the field, and today is a good example of that.
Good evening. Coach.
Good evening.
Congratulations on the victory. I just want to really understand, what was the message that you said to the players before this match? On Wednesday, possibly you should have won the game before, also a disappointing result. It looks like you said to these guys, you know, if you guys don't win here, you're not going to where you guys live. Because there was a lot of, anger in the right way, so to say, because they consistently wanted to win this game, and then they showed how important it was for them to win this game going forward. Just your message that you said to these players before the match.
No, I don't think it's a message before the match. I think the players are smart, and are, they know when we play well and when we don't play well. Even it's not necessarily related with winning or losing. And we know that our performance in front of Swallows 3 days ago was not a 1-1 performance. The same way that against Sekukune, in our opinion, is not a 2-1 performance. So we don't analyze the results. We are judged by the results, and it's normal as a players and as a coaches. That's it. But it's not the same in our side. So we don't dramatize when we don't get the result. We try to analyze the reasons why we didn't get the result, and we build from there. And that's why today they were confident, because they know the type of football that they played 3 days ago. And football is football, it's not basketball. Probably 3 days ago playing basket, we're gonna win with 30 or 40 points advantage. But in a football game, you can go home with a 1-1. So that's why the confidence is not. There's no magic before the matches in our message to the players. They are confident because they know they are playing well, and I think it's a well-deserved result, because if we manage this result properly, which is understanding that now suddenly we are not the best team in the world. We are the same team that we were 3 days ago, but more accurate, and we have to continue doing the same things and trusting in our football in the same way to continue getting good results and keep everyone happy.
Do you have any further questions?
Congratulations on the win. I just wanted to
Thank you.
The introduction of Innocent Maela in the second half also happened against Swallows. Is that to build him back up to where he is performance-wise, or is it tactical? Is it a bit of both?
No, different reasons, but tactical, both. Against Swallows, we were chasing 1 goal in the last minutes, so our decision was to play Joto the last 10-12 minutes in the last line, to load the box and to have late runnings also with using his speed, and the natural change is Innocent, who can also help us in set pieces. So basically was last 10-12 minutes we were desperate looking for a goal. Today was different. Dion got a yellow card in the first half, and we play safe to not, for whatever reason, collecting a second one and then losing the player for 2 games. Is ready to play, is ready to replace Joto's role, and that was the reason today. Different one, yeah.
Thanks, Coach. I noticed today that when Makaula was taken out, you had the left foot off with him, followed by Hart. Are you able to tell us what was that about?
No. But well played.
Coach, I've seen that you've scored 16 goals in your last 5 games. It's not bad.
But check the points.
A lot of goals. It's not bad for a team that's being really highly criticized right now. So how important is it, this result going into your Nedbank Cup game? Because obviously there's new question marks around you and the team not getting the results.
Like I said before, I don't speak about the results, and I don't think that the players deserve to be highly criticized in the last 5 performances. I don't think so. Results are results. We cannot stop in the result, because then we don't progress, and that's what I said before. We try to always know where we are in this process that we are having with this group, in this moment of the season, readjusting our objectives, thinking also in the near future, so we really know where we are going. And if there's critics because of our results, we will accept it. When it's time to be criticized because of our performances, we will accept it, and it's normal. We are in a high competitive environment, and we have to accept that when the result is not the one that we all are looking for, the critics will come. But if we take it in the right way, it's something that also helps you to keep going, to stay motivated, and yeah, that's what we do. So definitely, like I said before, it's a heavy score. It can be something that we capitalize in the positive way for the future in terms of trusting in ourselves, what we are capable to do. I'm not talking about scoring 7 goals, I'm talking about the type of football. But it's also dangerous if we think that, from now it's going to be a piece of cake, or teams are going to fear us or stuff like that. So we need to be mature and make it count for the future.
We'll take the final 3 questions, starting with the President.
Coach, José, talk to us about Chinese India. Serious India.
It's early to say. I don't really know. There was like a discomfort in his leg. But I cannot, honestly, I cannot tell you how serious it's going to be. He could continue a little bit more if we want, but we didn't want to take so much risk. There's no reason, not because of the result. So let's see now in the next 24 hours how serious the injury is, but I cannot really tell you. I didn't have the opportunity to speak with the doctors yet.
Next question. Any takers other than Mazola? Ready to go? Okay, Mazola, you've got the final question then.
Thanks. Coach, I wanted to ask, when you put the game to bed so early, your 5 substitutions, do you then think to use them differently, or how does that work? Because obviously when a game is tight, you end up, most of the time you kind of use most of them, or if not all of them. But when you tie the game pretty early, you're thinking with the subs.
No, we as a coaches, we used to play the game before the game is played in the most probable scenarios that you will find in a football game. Today was exceptional because we went to the halftime with our left fullback and our right centre back with a yellow card. So it's gonna influence the decisions in the subs, like we did. Then it's not frequent that you change the goalkeeper, so it was like 50-something minutes of the game, you already sub one fullback, one centre back, and your goalkeeper. So you're running with 2 subs and 2 spots. 60-something, Mahaula was asking for the sub because of a little bit of fatigue. So that's why we introduced Philip, and then you have 1 sub, 1 spot, and 20-something minutes to go. So we try to delay the sub as much as possible, expecting that maybe Cesane was cramping a little bit. It's normal. He didn't play 90 minutes at this level since a very long time ago. So we knew that maybe at some point he will have some problems. Then Levitzo, Cabello, Chejo, it's the 3rd game in 7 days. So we tried to delay the last sub as much as possible, and I just gave Karim 10-12 minutes because he didn't participate in the recent games, and he's a guy that is fighting, is training very well, and we all know his quality, his capacity. So it's good, and I hope that the goal that he scored in the extra time is going to help him in terms of confidence as well. So that's today was more or less like every sub was forced more than designed or decided before the game.